how we doing? It's Ross from NIU Edinburgh. We're in our flagship store at 74 Dalry Road, so come check us out. So today we're going to have a look at the NQI Pro. Now this is a really interesting model. The NQI Pro is it's homologated like a 50cc moped, so it's limited to 28 miles an hour. First thing I'm going to show you is the batteries. So this is a dual battery model. So it has there's one battery under the saddle and another one just under your feet. So the batteries are they weigh about 11 kilos, so they're fairly light. So it's a dual, as I said, it's dual battery, so it has two 60 volt 35 amp batteries. Now that gives you a really long driving range. It's actually probably the most range you're going to get out of any of the NIU models, and there's a couple of reasons for that. The first one is obviously they're 60 volt 35 amp dual battery, but it's also limited to 30 miles an hour, 28 miles per hour, so that gives you the extended range, and you're going to get up to around about 85 to 90 miles out of that. Now it's obviously dependent on weather conditions, temperature outside and body weight, but yeah, it's a very good range you get with this model. It's also got a really powerful motor. So it's a Bosch manufactured motor, and it's just located in the rear wheel. So it's got the same motor as our GTS range. The GTS range actually does 45 miles an hour, so it's exactly the same motor and actually exactly the same body shape. So it's really powerful. So that's what makes this model quite unique. So it's got a 3000 watt motor, dual battery, but it's limited to 30 miles an hour. So that's how you get up to 85 to 95 mile range from it. It's also got EBS braking as well. So it evenly distributes, one of the features of EBS brake is it evenly distributes the brake force between the front and the rear wheel, so that reduces your stop time by about 50%. It's also got regenerative braking, so every time you're using the brakes, it's charging the battery, and that extends it by about, you extend your battery by about 6%. It's also got this super cool full color LED display. It was really cool, and that obviously shows your speed, how much battery life you have left, but also your driving modes as well. So there's 3 driving modes with the NQI Pro. You've got e-save, dynamic, and then sport mode. So e-save you'll get 22 miles an hour. No, e-save you'll get 12 miles an hour. Dynamic you can push it up to 22 miles an hour, and then sport mode you'll get it at full power 28 miles per hour. It's also got auto off indicators, so once you made your full turn, it'll automatically turn the indicators off, and it's got cruise control as well. It's also, we've got just like with all the NIU models, you've got the LED lights front and back with daytime running lights as well. Probably the last thing to talk about is the app. Again, just like with all NIU models, you can connect it to an app. Which gives you GPS tracking. It's also got motion sensors on it as well as another extra kind of security feature. So if anybody moves the bike at all, it's going to pop through a notification on your phone to say that that's happened. So yeah, that's the NQI Pro. It's I really love this bike. I think it's you kind of get the best of both worlds with this one. You get the power, you get the acceleration because it's got a really powerful motor, but because it's limited at 28 miles an hour, you get that really extended range as well of up to 90 miles. And because it's homologated like a 50cc moped as well, that opens it up to basically people that have passed their driving test before February 2001. It means you can ride this on your car license without having to sit a CBT or anything like that. So yeah, love this bike, and yeah, that's the NQI Pro.